chill now.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. Monotaro.
Yeah!
A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz. The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Yet you will soon be one. Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time. Or he could get rid of both. That's the right answer, Monodam. He hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly, cause there's no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. But then everyone mourns you and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy!
You don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
Alright!
Dying makes you popular? More popular? Then we gotta die soon. You mean you? Resume.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Okay.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
Same.
Did you hear something?
Monotaro, you're pushing it.
No, I didn't hear anything.
You too. Why? What's up?
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all!
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Did you hear something?
What are you all doing?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Unless they're planning to kill him.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
Nope.
Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Nope.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Nope.
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening? No, I'm not listening.
Okay. What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Technically, I'm saying that you did not kill Tango. Don't know about Angie though yet.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial! Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
You do realize that if you framed the second murder on Himiko, and you're the real murderer, it doesn't matter?
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
Like Kyo being the killer.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Oh, it's a non-stop debate. Let's see what we have. Charles Sunbeam stars. Hole in the corner, bloody Kokichi.
Seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select them?
Hang on. While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room, from where he had stepped through one of the boards, that room also. Oh, he already entered the room. I thought he tripped outside the room, like in the hallway. Oh, my bad. Oh, so he was in the room. Okay, then it proves it. Okay.
Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room?
It's not. Can I
Other
confirm?
rooms may be trapped too.
Yes.
I
Go.
agree.
Good job, Gonta. Good job.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Yep.
Kokichi will tell you.
Yes, he will.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crossfit supporting this floor, but so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Yeah.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
And I bet it's in the same
So
position.
the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
Yep.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Mm-hmm. That would be you, Q.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all
Oh,
along.
you're still pretending.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
Uh-huh. Do
We're
it.
all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Oh, they are showing everyone. Okay.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Okay, good.
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Good job.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Black Ink is still among us.
I don't know, isn't it just cute?
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul bro.
So, bro.
Your soul bro?
Well, anyway, Do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Thank you.
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards,
Yeah?
isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Because he drew the drawing already, isn't that it?
Ah, that is a good point.
Kyo, stop agreeing. Stop
Been
acting.
barrier magic. Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
It's the circle that he drew. Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? And that's it. That must be the reason. Where is it? Cage child. And Tenko size moment, loose floorboard, marker stone, dog statue, white sheet. Right, okay. Magic circle. Hi, Kyo.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
Mm-hmm.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
Mm-hmm.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trip.
Yeah?
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
If that's the case, then the culprit is... There's no doubt in my mind they're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. I mean, I don't know what's the motive, but he had the opportunity. I'm not even gonna stop to think about it.
To be you. Kyo. Was it you?
Yes, it was.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
You had all the opportunities. You had all of it.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
Yeah?
And those variables were defined by using the magic circle.
Yeah?
In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Also the person who removed the murder weapon. You can fight back if you want. I will fight you back. I can fight you back.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
Don't you dare say that's what...
experience?
Don't you dare say that's why you did it.
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Yes.
So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
Because you memorized the circle. It's all in your mind.
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
Didn't you say you could do it with your eyes shut? Was it just me? I felt like you said something like that.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Okay. The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard even in the darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Mm-hmm.
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see at all. They used touch. Hearing, touch, smell, sixth sense.
That's it! The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
One
So
end of it.
used something besides the wall to move then, right?
Okay, I'm not sure where this is
Were
going.
there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
Don't interrupt. Let me think. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene. I know it. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm not ready. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not G. M. Magic circle. It is. I'm right. It's a magic circle. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. G. I. C. I. R. And it's C. Where's L? I didn't see L. L. And then E. I was right, it's the magic circle.
I see now. That's it. The magic circle. They used the magic circle.
In a way, I
Remember?
was right.
The magic circle was.
Oh, I didn't
strong with
realize
salt.
he could touch the salt. Oh yeah, that's true.
The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
I didn't really think he would touch the salt. I just thought that he memorized the whole thing and he could do it with his eyes shut.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
He's gonna say it would look disturbed or something.
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
Yeah, but you only have to walk a little. Just a little bit.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
Yes.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
No.
You're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
That's it. You have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see, another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever, yeah.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Yes.
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
No, let's listen to keyboard.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Yes.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Okay, go Kichi.
Hey, may I have your attention?
I said
Pointed
cut
at
that
Kokichi.
out. It's too bright.
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
Oh, that's cool. What?
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
What?
What is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Okay.
Image?
So, photos?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Okay.
I'll give it a try. Ready?
Ready. Does it have to come out of your mouth?
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
Okay.
This prints out as my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please
It's
confirm
cool, he
that
has
the
the
floor
magic
of the
circle.
empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibu's mouth. So this was before the seance happened. So this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Not yet. Give me one moment. I think that Kyo should be on the right side, right? I don't see anything. Notice anything. Oh boy. That's not cool. Oh boy. What? What's X and Y? Oh, that's not helpful. No. Since we're trying to find out how the culprit moved from corner to corner, maybe check there? Okay, relax. Corner to corner. The lines? This?
There!
Okay.
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it?
Isn't it?
The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
Okay, I see, yeah.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
What do you mean?
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Why?
Your what? Why?
Yeah.
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
So?
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Sometimes I just seriously don't understand you.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Okay, let's move on.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
But he won't get executed unless he's the first murderer.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. No.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be
Okay.
honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Okay. Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
One moment. It's a sword. The battle showdown. True blade. Marker stone, iron cage, white sheet,
If you are
dog
going
statue.
to claim I am the culprit,
Hello.
then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that
I can
are
aim.
Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them. If you are going to claim I am the culprit,
I didn't even see anything
then
I
what of the
can
murder weapon?
cut. I mean, I can give the
It
truth
was
blade too.
set up in the cage.
Okay.
The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So
Okay.
suspicion should fall on them.
No? Okay, advance.
True,
Okay.
we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later.
True.
Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage.
Yeah.
That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was he.
No, it was
But the
you.
only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
Oh,
so
no.
simply put,
Okay, I
am
saw it, I
not
saw
the
it, I saw
killer.
it.
I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words.
There we go. That was the thing that I saw from the beginning. It's the white sheet.
The
He
only person
is
who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo.
yes, because if both me and Kokichi said it and one of us put the sickle, the other one would have noticed. So the only way is that since he was covering the cage with the cloth, that's when the sickle can get covered. Also, that's when he
by
removed
covering
it.
the cage with a white cloth.
Otherwise, we would be able to see through the cage.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth.
Yeah.
Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly
Let
correct.
him finish.
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
Because it doesn't matter, because if he's only the second murderer, then he would not get executed unless he's the first murderer too. I'm still not sure whether there's two or one
The
murderers.
trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma.
But he won't be,
But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
unless you're the first murderer.
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
Yeah,
What you talking about, Kyo?
because he's the second murderer.
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yeah.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us,
If that's true.
Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue.
But you're gonna piece her off.
Because the Blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
It might not be.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly.
Mm-hmm.
There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Okay, can you just, just
Of
focus?
course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
No, Himiko, don't.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Uh-oh, here
Of
comes
course
Scrum.
not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Uh-oh.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo
Here
is
comes
obviously
debate
the
scrum.
culprit.
I was wondering when it would appear.
There's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you.
Here we go.
Wowee! This argument is getting intense. At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Not me.
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. I can't remember how to do. Vote for Kurikyo. Vote now, don't vote yet. I can't remember.
Killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
The katana was
Wrong.
found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
Perhaps.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
He forced his way into Angie's research.
When we are inconsistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. If we vote now, we'll never know the
Kyo
truth.
killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo!
Kyo.
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research.
I got this!
But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's...
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
Okay.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he...
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added
Why is
after
Maki
both
on the other
murders.
side?
We solved the mystery of Tenko.
I got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Angie's death. That's a mystery.
I was wrong!
My bad. Oh, just a bit more. My bad. Okay.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes, the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. I'm sorry, what was the question? What clue found at the crime scene hasn't been explained yet. There was a bloody piece of tape underneath Angie's body. That's right, I wondered about that. I think we need a closer look at the whole situation so we can find out what happened.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong? What clue was found at the crime scene? Which has not been explained yet. Tenko's last moments. I need loose floorboard. That. Wrong? I'm dead.
I was wrong!
Something under the floorboards. Oh. Crosspiece under the floor. This must be this. No? I'm dead.
Damn it!
You? She found something under the floor. Dried blood under the floor. Are you kidding me?
This is it!
Yeah, I thought about
The
it,
bloodstain
but I
found
thought it
under
was
the floor.
on the thing.
Rocky and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tango's plot?
He might not want.
Bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Yep. It's possible it's Angie's blood.
Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Because that means it's been there for a while. At least. A few hours at least. The blood stain under the floorboard was dry because it happened. It was there before Tenko was. It was. The blood was spilled before the seance when Tenko was killed. It dried faster because the stain was smaller. But that blood stain was rather far from Tenko's body, wasn't it?
Oh no!
Isn't it right though? It's definitely before the seance. Oh, my bad.
That's it!
My bad.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
It was there maybe the night before. Angie.
That's it!
Somebody killed her
That
there.
bloodstain wasn't Tenko's.
That explains the
It
duct
was
tape.
Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
That means she went
Yeah,
out.
wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
No, somebody brought her back. That's it, isn't
Because
it?
we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Yeah.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
Yeah, you have to suspect
So the
everyone.
culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
Okay.
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
So you did manage to check all rooms?
She might have gone. Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Why?
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
No, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Let's see your faces. Someone's panicking. Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true or... Oh no! I'm about to game over, just so you know. FG's hung out at Gold Leaf,
The art
Necromon...
research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
Okay,
She left her lab on her own?
hang on. What is this here? There was blood on the tip. It was taken from the ultimate anthropologist lab. So only the sheath was left in the display case. Yet she was still killed with the sword, so...
Why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
What does the Necronomicon say? Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Burn. Is it she was supposed to be doing the ritual there?
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake.
candle. To burn? She needs that? Is that it?
At night, she would drip hot wax on her body.
Typical you. I wonder who said that.
Something only you would do, Miu.
Maybe you. What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did. There has to be a clue there.
The art research lab.
Handle!
I agree.
Okay. Good job, Miu.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
Except for that part.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual.
Yeah, that's why the book isn't burnt yet.
To resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
Yeah.
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab.
Okay.
So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
Okay.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
But they must have known she was gonna go for a candle.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held.
Okay.
Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of...
You don't believe in either.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already.
Kyo is very defensive.
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Is it you after all?
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Deductive.
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
Deductive was there to stop the bleeding until you reached the lab. I'm not sure whether he's the
she was
first
still
killer or
alive
not.
after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
Oh, sorry? So she was just knocked out? That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Is there really no evidence though? She didn't die in the empty room.
Damn it!
Okay, maybe it's a forehead injury. Okay. It's a forehead injury.
This is it! The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana.
Honestly, I think the monokuma file would work too.
But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why.
She was hit.
After Angie
First.
was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
Okay.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
Mm-hmm.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about?
Kyo is fighting by himself.
All clear? What is all clear? What are you? All clear?
Excuse me?
What are you all? You what? What? I will not fear. I will not back down.
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
Oh no! Oh, he has split personality disorder. Oh. Oh god.
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson. Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Oh. Mankyo. Why? I have not finished hanging out with
Angie
you.
was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
Okay.
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story.
Yes.
After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab, and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if
No.
we wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Oh, is it the second one?
But there was no evidence anywhere, was there,
Here we are.
Shuichi?
I'll
All right.
cut through your words.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Donta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
Must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
It's cute.
It has to be you. It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
You and your other personality, sister, was it?
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them.
Yeah, I think sister killed Angie.
Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
The first one. The murder that was an accident.
That's it! Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
Yeah, Tenko's
That's
was
right.
too elaborate.
Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
Oh, did Angie walk in on him?
But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
He should have just given up on the plan. She didn't seem to notice.
Then, he should have just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
He only needed to kill one for this game. killing 2 is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Mm-hmm.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill 2 of our friends?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
What on earth are you talking about?
it's his other split personality.
No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
Mm.
Yes.
It's so weird.
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
What do you
Oh,
think is wrong with him?
He's talking with someone. Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
That's for sister.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
Doesn't matter. We are going on majority
You
vote.
see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Korekio.
Oh, you're being so weird right now.
Thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie. Let me check. The steps are weird. Alright, see, at this point, after the other four must make the following preparations. Place the iron cage over the spirit medium and then cover that cage with a white cloth. It says all 4, not 1. But we had 2 people place the iron cage and 1 person place the white cloth. That might be a point to take note of.
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room.
A weapon.
That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
The katana?
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Stop.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
You all can't figure it out? I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I don't. Oh, Angie was it? There's blood on the tip. What weapon did he use to take out Angie? Bloody duct tape. The blood that was bloody. The blood on it had already dried. For head injury. Oh, never mind. I know what it is. This. Never mind. Alright, I know what it is. Come on. Argument armor, man.
I
Oh,
have
that's
nothing
creepy.
to admit. You are simply wrong. Yeah, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yeah,
I can't do the whole.
so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yeah, I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing.
I'm so bad.
Why must you force your delusions on us?
Square, 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 circle.
That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless.
How do I do the whole? I still don't know how to do the whole.
On us. You're lying. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless.
Oh, okay. Release.
Why must you force your delusions on us? You're lying. That's merely a delusion.
Okay.
Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us?
Ha, 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 ha.
That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless.
Okay, go.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Okay.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Ta 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 ta.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
I don't know.
Apologize. Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know what to do with that one.
Not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
Okay.
Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit.
Square, square, square,
Why are you
square.
looking at me like that?
Circle, circle,
You're all
circle,
wrong,
circle.
not me. Correcchio speaks the
Okay.
truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
I don't know.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
I don't know. Oh, this is so bad. Game over. I told you I was bad at this.
Such a sorry lot.
Hey, hey.
Apologize.
I don't know.
Apologize. 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 I told you I am
Are you
not
kidding
the
me?
culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio
Here.
speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Here.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Nah, 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 nah.
I told you I am not the culprit.
Nah, nah, nah,
So why
nah,
are you looking
nah.
at me like that?
Nah,
You're
nah,
all
nah.
wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit.
Ta, ta, ta,
Why are
ta,
you looking
ta,
at me like that?
ta, ta,
You're
ta,
all
ta,
wrong,
ta.
not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Okay.
Apologize. Apologize.
Ta, ta, ta.
Apologize.
Which one? How would I know which one comes out first?
I told you I am not the culprit.
Ta, ta. Final blow.
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Remove floorboard.
It ends here.
Okay, let's see what you look like. Okay, that's really weird.
Kyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Yeah.
Angie's blood? Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. The floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
What do you have to say, Kyo?
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
It was you.
I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
So it's true. This is the truth.
Is your sister gonna come out now?
Looks like we're almost at the end.
Almost.
All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
We will bring down the house, alright, but in the next episode. So until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.